Hi, hello, welcome, greetings. It's been approximately 262,800 minutes, give or take a few, since I have been on here consistently. I did that somewhat recently, another like 6-month hiatus in between videos, but at least this time I have the excuse that the entirety of 2020 has been insane for everyone. So there we go. I'm going to do a video today that is long overdue, that I've wanted and needed to do for a really long time. So I'm going to be using a bunch of things from Lunatick Cosmetic Labs. Reason being is that I've purchased a number of things from them, but they have sent me some things. Annoying disclaimer on that will be coming. I bought this palette from them a couple years ago now, I think. It was on some kind of sale, and it is normally quite pricey. But I had seen it forever and it has intrigued me forever, and so I bought it. And at some point after that, they confirmed my address with me and sent me this fantastic anatomical heart with colors inside of it, as most of their products have. And then I bought a few more things from them. Then they sent me another thing, because it was when this had come out. This was new at the time. Again, that was a long time ago, so I'm like 100 years overdue. I guess, okay, annoying disclaimer, I've never had to make hair because I never anticipated having to make it. PR is obviously par for the course here on YouTube now. It's just like how things work, but it's not for me, and I feel really weird. Why they sent me things, I don't really know, because my social media presence here is, I'm just like a blip on the radar. I cannot thank them enough for sending me a lot of these fun things, but I will say I don't care about getting things sent. That's not really why I'm here. I would certainly post more than once every 6 months if that were the case. And thus I would not lead you astray in my description of said items, because if something's not good, I will tell you. I'm going to try to use as many of these things as I can, given the theme of Lunatick Cosmetic Labs. I mean, coffins, hearts, brains, and death, and all of that good shit. Maybe I'll go for something that fits that theme. I feel like being dramatic today. No one is immune to this, but I had like just the worst day yesterday. It's the weekend today, and just a really bad self-esteem kind of day, just like where you just feel horrendous about yourself. Makeup is not going to fix that. It's not supposed to fix that. That's all some inward stuff. However, it is going to make me feel better, because the process of physically putting on makeup is super relaxing to me, and I know some others. Like, if you felt how soft some of these brushes are, they're so soft. This is relaxing. This is just relaxing to like just sit down and do something that you enjoy, and also get to make yourself look how you want to look, and that's super fun. I've been filming this intro for so long and repeating myself, and I'm jittery and I can't get my words out, probably because for breakfast I had Diet Coke and coffee, and that's it, and it's almost 1 p.m. So because I've forgotten everything I've already said, I'll try to make it quick. The main points. Thank you, Lunatick Cosmetic Labs, for sending me some of your things. I am eternally grateful and confused. The other thing is that regardless of whether something was sent or purchased, you will hear my honest thoughts on it, because I don't give a shit about kissing ass to stay on some sort of list or getting PR. It's all weird. I think I said that already. I'm going to stop, and we'll start putting on some of this stuff. I will start with my eyes, since that is what I am used to doing at this point. Eye primer. I will list all of the things I use down below, as always. I'm going to use a brush for this today because I don't feel like gouging out my eyeballs. I have no idea what I want to do yet. So I guess I can show some of the options. I bought this one a while ago. I haven't used it too much yet, but look, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Obviously their packaging is insane and perfectly thematic to everything they do, but pop-ups. And there's a little mirror, not super functional obviously, but this is the first thing they ever sent me. This is the Take My Heart palette. Focus on it, please. Please. Okay, don't focus on me. Focus on the heart. There we go. And this was the most recent thing they had sent at the time. This is the Descendant Palette. And there it is. I know it's like the most basic looking thing ever. It's all matte and it's all neutral, but if you struggle to find cool tones like this, this is a dream and I love it very much and I would buy it myself. I'm going to start with this color, which is called Flesh Ground, which looks like absolutely nothing, but for me, it is like the perfect shadow. Not eyeshadow, but like shadow. Like creating a shadow that's not really there. I'm gonna blend above that with, well, either of these two really. I do think it's kind of redundant to have both of these in here because they're not, these are more like buildable shadows. They're not like insane right from the get-go, which I think makes them easy to work with. But it's like I could use either one of those and it would look the same. Next, I'm going to use this one, Sacred Space, just good old dark brown, cool tone brown. There's the cool tones. You have some options that are a little warmer, but I love cool tones and I always will. And they're just harder to find. I'm going to use the black shade Unpleasant Dreams from the Elvira palette, and I'm just going to put it everywhere, and it's probably going to be a big old mess. I'm just trying to smudge as much of this as I can right by my lashes so there's no gaps. I just cleaned up some fallout under here. There wasn't a lot, but when you're smearing black all over your eyes, you're gonna have some fallout. You're gonna get hop-ons. I'm gonna move on to some primer, which is a step I often forget, but this one it's not almost out, but that is gonna be too much. That is going to be too much. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. But it's probably one of my older ones, so. Did I even say what it was? This is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer, which is pretty nice. Concealer is from e.l.f. It's the Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Beige. Why do I always put it on so uneven? That's not the right brush. Okay, put some over here. There we go. And then just some tiny dots of this kind of in the center of my face. This red dot is almost gone. I think it was like 4 days ago. I'm trying to practice the guitar, learn the guitar. I do not have any skills at this point. It's very hard. I took piano lessons as a kid, so I can like read music, but I don't know. The guitar is like a whole different ball game. But I have the shoulder strap on it, and I went to put it on over my head and I smashed it, like the nice sharp edge of it, into my face, into the bridge of my nose, and it finally stopped hurting like yesterday. I'm gonna set all that. I'm just gonna mix the white and the yellow together to be extra bright. I'm gonna continue on with this and put it all over my face, but got some brown colors, obviously, that are more standard, like bronzer colors. They're not quite so ghoulishly cool, because these are just legit gray, which is so fun. And you can just mix everything together, and that works really well. So I tend to mix the light gray and the dark gray and some of the browns. And like the eyeshadows, these are really buildable, so even with these crazy, really deep colors, you're not gonna put it on and then it's gonna just be a gray, immovable blob. And these really are not powdery at all, and there's nothing kicking up. So you can build them as much as you like. I'm putting on a lot because that's just the feeling today. Highlighter is next. This is Natasha Denona's Super Glow. This is Fair. This is just a really lovely neutral kind of color. It's not gold, it's not pink. There's probably a word for that color, right? Champagne. I feel like it actually looks quite dark in the pan, like kind of peachy almost, but it does not turn out like that on your face. It's very pretty. Back to this guy for blush. This whole middle row has some nice options. Ow, just stabbed myself in the head with that. I'm gonna use this one. This is medium pink. A couple little random things while I figure out what the hell I want to do. They always have, oh, that's two of the same ones. There are always these fantastic, like, tarot inspired stickers in here. I'm pretty sure this is Krampus. I have two of these. Look how fabulous he is. And then Death. And then with the most recent package with the Descendant palette, it's a brain. It's a brain. It's just maybe like a little travel container or something. I haven't put anything in here yet. I should probably put the pills in here that keep my brain functioning slightly more normally. I think I know what I want to do now. And it starts with black. Everywhere! I hate doing this. It feels weird. It doesn't feel like makeup should be on this part of your eye, but it feels unnatural because clearly I care about being very natural. Alright, back to Elvira. Going in with the red. I hope I like this. We shall see. Just smudging it all into the black. And I'm going to put some of the red right in my tear duct area because, just because. I'm going to go back with the Descendant palette and use this kind of warmer shade right there, Dirt Nap, and just smooth all that out a little bit. It's going to stay pretty simple with eyebrows. This is the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel in Auburn. I feel like my hair is already faded, but this is really nice because it actually, oh my gosh, no, too much. Really nice because it actually leaves enough auburn looking color in there. I just wanted to kind of match my hair at this point. I used to be really nuts about trying to get an exact match, but it's like, as long as it's in the ballpark, that's pretty good. I need a, what do I need? I got this all effed up. Brow gel is like the easiest thing in the world and I still messed this up and smudged it everywhere. I'm gonna go fix this. So I also put on some mascara. That's Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara and it's waterproof. I'm gonna go into the little heart here and use White Noise under my eyebrow because the whole look is matte. So this will make it very bright and shiny. I've got two colors of two different products here. I think I'll go with this one first because I think it's going to be easier to get off. This is their Lip Slick, which they describe as a liquid lipstick. Like it's opaque, but it's not the kind that dries down and is like transfer proof and stuff. That's what this one is. So I'll try this first. This is, what is this called? Tainted Temptress. All right, here's the first color. It's shiny, it feels really light and it's really comfortable. It's like a really opaque lip gloss basically. But if I recall correctly, and I do, because I can kind of see already it bleeds like a so I'm gonna have to experiment, maybe trying it with lip liner or like one of the invisible ones that's supposed to keep it from going outside where it should be. Or maybe putting like concealer around the outside to kind of keep it there. That's the big downside. Like, it's really comfortable, but it's really messy. It can get on your teeth really easily, but I'm gonna have to figure out some sort of way to make it work formula wise. I would imagine the other colors are similar with kind of the messiness factor, but oh my god, it's glorious. I'll figure out how to make it work. Let's try the other color. This is one of their lip dyes, and this is the more standard, like, dry down, not gonna transfer liquid lipstick sort of situation. This shade is called Carrie. How perfect. And here is Carrie. Red is my favorite lip color on the entire planet, so I really like this one. Formula wise, again, this one is that kind of standard, like, dry down, not really gonna transfer. That being said, it's more dry. That's just kind of the way they go. I would try to do like the thinnest layer possible. I feel like I even went over the lines a little too much, and it's a little more dry than I would prefer. And as you wear it throughout the day, especially in the center, it'll get kind of dry. I feel like it's easier to just wipe that spot off and then reapply it, but that is pretty standard, I think, for this type of formula. But yeah, all done. I'll zoom you in so you can see this chaos up close. Alright guys, I think that's it. That's everything. Based on how long I have been in this room, this might be a very long video. So I tried to give some thoughts on a lot of these things along the way, but I would of course be happy to use some of the other things in other videos, or just review them or share more details, anything that would be helpful. So once again, thank you to Lunatick Cosmetic Labs for sending me some of these things. I hope I did them justice. I've got 2 extras of this hanging around, so keep an eye out for that at some point. I'm obviously not keeping them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will try to be back before, what is 6 months from September? March! I will see you before March.